Good morning, friends and family. This is Randy, of course, and I posted recently about a project I was very excited about, and that was preparing for the rough end inspection for our home. So we've made some progress in that regard, and I just wanted to share it. So I'm going to begin here. Right here, I'm outside the home, and I'm giving a picture of the service entrance equipment. In the center is a 400 amp metering can, and on either side of the metering can are service disconnects for the load center inside the house. And the service disconnects are a requirement by the code so that if the fire department had to enter the home, they could disconnect the electric from outside without putting themselves in peril. So you can see that this is the starting point, and so we'll move around here and we make a transition here to this picture window, which we just had installed recently, and we love it. But it had to be inaccessible window because of the close proximity of our load centers. So you can see this one, what we call in the industry LB, where it enters the home here, and it goes into a 200 amp load center. And also, we come over here, and this is an entrance into another 200 amp load center. So once again, we have a 400 amp service, and we're going to have two 200 amp load centers. Typically, the average home these days has 200 amp, but I had so many circuits that I decided to bump it up to 400. So we're going to go inside here and just kind of excuse the mess. Building is not a clean process all the time. This is the sunroom, what we call the sunroom. It's just an elaborate porch is all it is, but it's closed in, and you can see that we have big, beautiful windows there. And like I said, the one picture window was just installed recently, but we talked about the load center. So here's the first one. And I designate this as an emergency load center. I have all the circuits that I would need in the event of a blackout. You know, being from Florida, we're very, very in tune with blackout conditions. So the critical circuits, the essential circuits, I landed in this panel. And Mr. Reggie Holloway, he did the beautiful work in arranging the panel and tying in the circuits. Just fabulous. I can't do that kind of work, but he did a great job. So we'll move over here. And this panel here, it has more of the power loads, the air conditioners in there. We got two air conditioners and the oven and, you know, all of the bigger loads, the AC air handlers, the AC condensing units and what have you. So again, Mr. Reggie Holloway did this here, and I thank him for it. The service disconnects and metering can and everything, they were installed by Mr. Elmore Dent of Let There Be Light Electric. Now, some years ago, very good friend of mine, Hugh Fisher, and we came up and did some of the interior wiring. I'll be pointing that out so you can see here, of course, we have outlets, and you also see this blue cable. That's LAN cable or Ethernet, and so we'll be showing that in various locations. So again, this is the sunroom. One day will be the sunroom. So I'm going to make a transition here. This we call the study. It's going to be like a library, and you know, it's not going to be occupied a lot, but we want to get away and do some studying or some contemplating or whatever. And you can see also that I had a ladder, attic access ladder installed here, because above us, this is an air handler for the AC unit. So you can see those boxes up there. The requirement is to have a outlet and a switch for a light. So we've met those requirements. And in every room, you'll see some boxes mounted high like this. And this is actually for television. I'm going to mount all the TVs on the wall. That's a new trend. And so we have LAN cables and we have coax cables and of course the electricity and so again the interior wiring we have for various outlets. And you see big openings here. This room here initially had 4 openings. We cut it down to 3, and those openings. Initially, we were going to put sliding glass doors, but I think Veronica and I have now decided we're going to put French doors. This was an opening, but we had it closed because it's for a bedroom, and we didn't think it was, appropriate to have a big door opening to the bedroom. So we're closing this in. But you can see the various electrical work that me and Mr. Hugh Fisher did some years ago. I'm going to move on around now, and this is a bedroom here, of course. And in the bedroom, you can see that we have Ethernet. This will probably be the location of the bed. So we'll have Ethernet on either side of the bed for whoever's laptop or what have you. Of course, outlets. Again, we have pretty big windows. And then we have, the closet. And on yesterday, I put this circuit in right here because I realized that the closet didn't have a light switch. So I put that circuit in and just kind of left the wires looped. So later on, after the drywall is in, we'll be able to install the light fixtures. So once again, we have a location here for wall-mounted TV and as you can see right here, we have switches, and one switch is going to be for a fan motor, and the other switch is going to be for the fan light, and the fan's going to be right there. So that'll be something to come later. This is a Jack and Jill bathroom. Of course, I mentioned that we had installed PEX, and this is what PEX is. You have the red line, which is going to be the hot water, and you have the blue line, which is the cold water. And this here, of course, this is where a toilet is going to go. And you see I mounted an outlet there because we plan on putting a bidet there. And the bidets these days have heated seats and warm water and everything. So, we're going to take advantage of that technology, and we're going to have a double sink here. You can see again we have the PEX there for the hot and cold, and of course we're going to have a GFI receptacle here, and then over here will be the lights. And then because it's a bathroom, you look up there, you see that wire, that's for an exhaust fan that we're going to mount. And this space here is going to be for a bathtub, and I think I picked the bathtub up tomorrow, so we'll have the shower valves and everything in here. But yeah, this is a bath tub area, and so we're moving around. Gonna have a little closet right here, and this is the next bedroom here, and much of the same. You're gonna have a fan and light switch there, and you can see this wire. I was running wire yesterday. I'm gonna finish this up today, and again, I needed to run a light for the closet. I mean, it wasn't really necessary, but hey, I thought the walls are open, why not? So again, we have the blue box is going to be for a LAN cable for your computer, and again, we're going to put one on either side of the bed. And ran a phone box. We probably won't get home phone, but like I say, we put it in anyway. So again, we got the pretty big windows, and I like the view. Those 2 pine trees out there, my mother planted those trees probably about 20 years ago, and they struggle up here, but they're still alive. There was one in the center that died, and we dug that one up. But yeah, she wanted to see if they would grow. Another thing that she planted was a muscadine tree. A lot of people call them Georgia bullets. A lot of people call them Scotland irons or whatever. But we have one of those, and it actually has fruit on it. I haven't tried it. One of the guys that was here yesterday tried one, and he said they were sweet and they were good. So I'm not really into horticultural activities, but one day I may fertilize it and vine it and just try to make it better because it is a fond memory of my mother. And again, the TV will be mounted right here. So this is the second bedroom. I'm gonna walk on around now, and this is the living room area right here. And of course, the living room, we have the 3 high top windows, and in this big box is our front door that we're gonna have installed. And I ran wire the other day for some additional lighting. I'm gonna put some flush mounted can lights up here, so I ran the wire for that. And right now I have 4 in here. I may go with a few more, but and of course these are the switches, and the gray box on the left, that's going to be for a switch receptacle here. These two receptacles over here, one is covered up by the door, but you got this one. They're going to be switched in case we want to put a lamp on those or whatever. So that's that. So once again, this is the living room. Again, excuse all the mess. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here. Again, we have an array of switches that'll go in this box. And by the way, I bought switches from this company called Lutron because we're gonna have smart lighting in here. And the Lutron switches will allow you to operate lights and fans and stuff via Alexa or Google, whatever your preference. I'm an Alexis guy. This is the dining room, and many of the houses today have gotten away from formal dining rooms. This equipment that you see in here is for the individual who is replacing our facial and soffit. So this has been like his workstation. So again, you know, the place is filled with switches. Now, we didn't put a TV in here. We're gonna have this as at least one room without a TV. And so I'm gonna walk through here. Now this, I'm very proud of this here. This is gonna be my media closet right here. And you see all that wire there, that's Ethernet cable that I have going to various locations. I've already named the TV and for the computer and everything, and that's to enhance smart lighting and smart devices. And so we had that installed. There's some more to be installed. We're going to get security cameras once the facial and soffit work is complete. And so that'll come here. We'll have a monitor in here for viewing the security cameras. And there'll be a rack. I got a rack already. And on that rack, I'm going to have stereo equipment, and I'm going to have the various equipment for operating the TVs. I'm thinking about going with what they call a video balancing system, which will allow me to show the same content on every TV in the house. So anyway, this is the family room, and this is where I plan on, you know, showing movies and gathering people over and entertaining. And so I've installed the fan there, and I'm gonna have a fan right here, and you can see that wire right there, and the wire right here are gonna be for surround speakers that I'm gonna ceiling mount. And over here, we'll show the various switches. These switches here are gonna be for the recessed lighting that I put in here. And these switches here are gonna be for the fans in this room, as well as the fans in the study room, which we just left. And we'll come over here, and this is, you know, the various outlets. And I've already run my speaker wire here, this white wire here, that's gonna be for those very surround speakers that I just showed. Now you look at this area, this was designed to be a fireplace. And me and Veronica, we're not gonna go with a fireplace, so I had them to cover this up, and we're gonna put an electric fireplace here. So I got the outlet run for that. And we're not gonna put the traditional fireplace. And so this is gonna be my entertainment room. So I hope to be able to entertain a few of you guys with it. Now in this big box here, we ordered a Whirlpool standalone bathtub. We had a Roman tub. We decided we didn't want the Roman tub, so we got rid of that, and we ordered this here baby. So we'll get the plumber to get this going at the appropriate time. It's gonna have a little whirlpool in it, and it's gonna be a soaker tub. Now, this is Veronica's baby here. This little area here, this is gonna be Veronica's little coffee bar. We had a little coffee bar in our house that we sold, so we're gonna have cabinets in here with coffee and microwave and everything. So I've ran some dedicated circuits to plug in the coffee maker, and I got a switch here for a light and everything. So we're looking forward to that. So I'll move on a little further. We're gonna go over here, and this area here is, they call it the breakfast nook, and we'll put a little table here and eat, and we'll look outside these windows. It's not much of a view, but it is what it is. But again, in here we've mounted outlets and Ethernet for a computer if I want to sit there, because we're gonna have a powerful wireless capability in here, because I'm gonna put I've already bought my router and stuff like that for the media room closet. But as much as we can, we're going to wire our Ethernet devices just for a more stable connection. And right here, that's going to be thermostat. The house, like I said, we have 2 ACs, so this is going to be one location for a thermostat. This is the master bedroom here, and we're going to mount a bed between these 2 windows here. So just like before, we got Ethernet on either side of the bed, and of course right here I'm going to have a switched outlet right here. That's going to be a switched outlet for a lamp or what have you. And I believe I did the same thing over here. Yeah, I did. Right there, that's going to be a switch light. You see that cord? The house doesn't have any power, so I got a cord that runs from a temporary power pole, and that gives me some electricity in here for operating tools and playing my music. I gotta have some music while I'm working and everything. Again, this is going to be the location that we're going to wall mount the TV, and and again, over here is my switch box for operating the fans and for operating lights. And I didn't add any recessed lighting in here, and I just might do that. That may be my project today. But yeah. So we'll go here, and this is gonna be the walk-in closet right here. Walk-in closet. It's about 6 foot wide and probably about 12 feet deep. But shamelessly, Veronica and I got a lot of clothes, so we'll probably fill this baby up. I got one thing remaining in here. I ran the light, but I didn't put an outlet in here, so that'll be something I'll be doing today, running an outlet in here in this closet. So next door, let me move over here. This is gonna be the master bath. So the master bath, we're gonna have 2 sinks right here. Of course, this is the station that's gonna have a GFI receptacle, and it's gonna have a couple of switches, vanity light. This here up in the ceiling is for the exhaust fan. This is the exhaust fan right here, 4-incher, pretty big. Over here is gonna be the toilet, and again, I'm gonna run an outlet over here because we're gonna put a electric bidet in here. Now, we already have a manual bidet, but we're not gonna use that one there. We're gonna go with the electric one. So now this area here previously had a Roman tub in it, and we removed the Roman tub, and this is where I'm gonna place that stand-up whirlpool that I showed you. And this is going to be our shower, and you can see it's going to be glass over here. This is going to be glass. This is going to be glass here. You're going to walk inside the shower through a door here. It's about 4 by 6. We do have the mixing valve installed in this one, and so we're excited about that. Thinking about what we're going to use for our tile design and what have you in there. But we're really excited about that. And the person who's going to do that for, we saw some of his work, and he's a literal magician. So we can't wait for that. So once again, this is the master bath. Okay, so I'm gonna move on, and the next area will be the kitchen. Now, for a house this size, and this house is probably about 3,700 square feet, close to 4,000, 37 under air. But the kitchen is a little small for this house, but you know, it is what it is. Now you can see, I ran this recently. You see all these wires. These are going to be places that are going to have, you know, recessed can lights, and we already have the lights. They're right here, and so that'll happen, you know, after the drywall is installed. So I got this ladder here in the way, but this is the station for the sink, outlet for the dishwasher. Get over here, and of course that's going to be a GFI plug, GFI plug, GFI plug. This is going to be the station for the oven right here. So there's an oven that's going to go in there. Also, I'm going to mount a microwave above the oven, so that yellow wire is draped there for the microwave whenever we get the cabinets. And again, that's after the drywall. So, and right here, you see this box that has a cable. We have an Ethernet cable run, and we're also going to run a couple electric cables here. And this is going to be a little island. We're going to have a little smaller island here. I think it's going to be about 28 inches by 6 foot or whatever, but we're going to have a smaller island. So you have to put electricity there. And I'm going to put Ethernet, because why not? And so this is the kitchen area. And right here, extending from this wall, not only will we have an island, extending from this wall, we'll have a peninsula, another counter that's going to be connected to that wall. So excited about that. And you can see I've already pre-wired for speakers. Anybody know me know I love my music. So I've already pre-wired. There's speakers. I got some Polk Audio speakers to drop in that hole right there. And so the speakers are going to be powered from a receiver that I'm going to have in that media closet that I showed. So this is the area where the refrigerator is going to go, right here. You know, you see I got this wire hanging. That's going to be the actual, I got to mount that. That's going to be the actual power. That's a dedicated circuit for the refrigerator. And again, we have various switches that, like I said, we did. This here area here, this is going to be the pantry. It's going to be the pantry right here. The only thing, I'm not putting any electricity in there other than a light. But, you know, it'll have the double doors on it and everything. So we'll move here. This is the laundry room right here. This is the laundry room. I'll stay out of this room. I hate laundry. That's the one thing I love about being married for 40 years now. Veronica's been taking care of my laundry. So anywho, we're going to have, as noted, washing machine to be here. That's the hot and cold water for this area. The dryer will be there. I'll have an outlet here. Probably we're thinking about getting one of those little robotic vacuum cleaners, a Roomba or something like that, or a Shark. So if we get one, we'll plug that in there. This little station here is going to be for the hot water heater, and we're going to do something unique there. I'm going to go with a hybrid hot water heater, which uses not only the double elements, but it also uses a heat pump. And so it's almost like the same theory of a air conditioning condensing unit. It draws warm air in from the environment and it dispels cool air. But they're supposed to be really energy efficient. So, and of course, this here is just going to be like another little pantry closet. And again, I left wire hanging for a light, and I installed the switch for that same light. This here is sort of a hallway leading to the garage, and we'll take a look at that real quick. Before we get there, this little room is really messy, but this is a powder room. And in this room, we're going to have a toilet, and we're going to have a sink, but no tub in here. We thought about putting a tub here, but the room's small enough, and you know, we have a tub. So, you know, right now there's nobody but Veronica and I. So, you know, so anyway, again, that's the powder room. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is the man cave. I'm really looking forward, and I got some real great ideas for what I'm gonna do in here. But this is a bedroom that Veronica has consented to giving me for my man cave. So you see this wall, this entire wall is gonna be just a showcase of electronic wizardry where I'm going to put all my stereo. My other house was too small and I couldn't put all my stereo in there, but I'm going to put all my stereo in here, reel to reels, 3 turntables, receivers, speakers. Oh, I can't wait. But anywho, I'm going to mount a TV here. So that's going to be a wall mounted TV here. And I told Veronica I expect her to come in here every Monday and clean the place up. So we'll see how that go. Y'all already know, right? So anyway, this is the hallway leading to the garage. Hallway leading to the garage, and nothing to see here. Got a couple of boxes for lights up there, and have a little control station here for the same lights and for entering the garage. We had these steps. We had these steps made, and we also had the garage poured. And so typically we got outlets out here that I ran. I'm gonna take a step down here. Hope I don't fall. I have fell before. Anyway, up in the top, of course, I got a box for the garage door opener and a box for a light. And I don't know what the other box is, but I got it up there for something. Anywho, got a few outlets that's going to be on here. Now, one thing that I don't have that I'm going to be running, I'm going to run power for an electric vehicle. Now, I don't have an electric vehicle, don't plan on getting one, but I still want to put one in here. So we're going to run power for an electric vehicle. Now, you can see on the side of the garage, you see all new timber. And what happened is that we had some termite damage that had happened previously. I don't have any active termites, but we had some termite damage. And I tell you, man, they turned that wood into cardboard, but we got it all replaced. You can see that I got an excellent carpenter. He's really been a blessing to me. So, you know, the garage door will go here, of course, but that's one of the last things you do. So anyway, I think that's just about concludes my little tour. I just heard a noise. I assume that's Veronica. She don't come down here that often. It's hot in this place, man. By the end of the day, I feel like crab legs that's been steamed all day in here, but, you know, got to get it done. That's why I'm down here early this morning. I'm going to get some things done, and hopefully, oh, look, there she is. There she is. What a surprise. Actually, she did come down here the other day and help swept the place out, so I love her for that. And she cooked me a wonderful breakfast this morning, so she all right. So anyway, you guys be good, and I'll let you know on my next project. Like I say, we're looking to get the rough end pretty soon, and what the rough end encompasses is you have to get the initial approval for the work performed in the area of your carpentry or framing, your electricity, and your plumbing. So there's a little bit more for the plumber to do. And so, you know, it'll come together soon. And tomorrow I'm very excited because I believe tomorrow they're going to start putting the septic system in. So we're excited about that. Now, you heard me mention the facial and soffit a lot. I want to show you real quick what that is. The front-facing wood up top is the fascia, and so it's the face. The underneath portion here, that's called the soffit, and what we had before was not installed properly. So over the years, it rotted and everything. So I have a gentleman named Anthony Hall, and he's replaced all of this. Did a fantastic job, and but he still has a little bit more to go. So looking forward to that being completed. But yeah, this is the facial and soffit that you hear me speak of, and I want to show you one thing. One thing we did recently, we installed spigots on every side of the house. Of course, this is going to be a station for the air conditioning condensing unit. And in installing the spigots on the near the garage, we put a hot and cold water. That's something people are doing right now, so we took advantage of that. So we're gonna have hot and cold water there in case I don't have any dogs, but in case wash the dogs or wash the car or whatever. This is some of the work that Tony's did. He's replaced that lumber, so he'll be the next few days. He'll be getting that covered up. On the end here, they call that burr boxes, and all of that'll be covered up and everything. So it's been quite a project. He's probably been working on this here for 2.5 months. But you can see right there, that wood's rotten, so he'll probably be replacing that. This he already took care of, you see here. And he left off on yesterday. You can see again, it's a slow process because you got to move these ladders and then set them up and everything. But you can see what he's doing. He's got to cover that wood. He's already replaced it, verified the integrity of it, and so he'll be working this section. That'll be next. So he has to work this section. This is the north side of the house, and once he get that, we'll be complete. So electrically, the only projects that I have left electrically, you can see this black door, and this provides access to the crawl space underneath the house. And we got to put lights under there, and we also have to put lights up in the attic. And so we'll get that done this week. Again, this is my station where I told you I put hot and cold water for the spigot. That's just something they're doing now. This I don't like, but that's going to be the vent. That's coming out right now, but it's going to be the vent for the dryer. And I don't like pushing lint up and out. So we may come up with something different. I could bring it out the side of the house, but the problem would be is that the air conditioning condensing unit will be right here. And so it'll be picking up that lint, and it'll foul the coils on there. So we'll come up with something differently. But anyway, guys, I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna get to work. Thank y'all for joining me, and hey, we'll post something new later as they happen. Have a great day. Bye.